What's up guys, it's Drac, and these are Proud Papas. They also get called Little Rockets, and they say that on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and just give a quick explanation for why I think they're called Proud Papas. It couldn't have anything to do with my buddy Luke welcoming his second daughter into the world, could it? Congratulations, buddy. Back on topic, these are effectively homemade 3D printed jolts with a litany of different options to really adapt them to whatever your need may be. You could strap them to your wrist on like a bracer. You could like attach them over-mounted, under-mounted, side-to-side mounted, and believe me, we're gonna try every orientation. However, these ones are special, and admittedly, I got a little bit of special treatment. Luke went ahead and used the last of this filament that I sent him, the Vertigo Gray and purple, so that these are all Filamentum little rockets. And just everything about them is very novel, very thoughtful. I'm kind of amazed that 3D printed metric hardware, recessed nuts, like these are literally much, much nicer, far more refined than an actual Hasbro Jolt. The only thing they don't have going for them is injection molding, and Luke's Prusa Farm is delivering the kind of quality that he's even got 3D printed barrels and serious springs in here apparently, to the degree that this is actually quite the potent little blast. Now, it achieves a really good seal by using these nubbins and an O-ring. The O-ring in there actually kind of nests in and then compresses, providing some elastic resistance with the barrel when you twist in your chosen adapter. And that's really cool because it gives it a very good seal between the plunger system and the barrel. I don't know what exactly they're using in terms of plunger heads, but the plunger rods themselves have a variable amount of different options. This is a T-pull, this is a ring pull, and then there's all sorts of different rail attachments and adapters. He also sells a bunch of different rail attachments as well as shims if you need to get it working with what you got. One interesting thing about these barrels is that there's one for literally any kind of ammo you want to shoot. There's a mega one for Addie, a sniper one for Chris, short ones for Andrew. That's an inside joke. The short ones are actually really cool because they're reversible on either side, which means that you can use them like old school NIC speed loaders, loading into this end, firing, loading into the other end, then flipping it and firing again. So lots of different short adapters. That's probably how I'm gonna use mine. There's a Boomco one for the last 3 guys on planet Earth with Boomco ammo. Shotgun and Rival, depending upon which flavor of funky fresh ammo you wanna go with. Both very HVZ adaptable. And leaving nobody out, if you happen to have a double-digit SAT score, there's an Ultra Barrel. Thanks, Luke. But the options don't end at plungers. There's like different pulls. Like I said, here's a ring, here's a T-pull. The T-pull's actually quite nice. I like it a lot. It's got very similar geometry to the one I designed for the Mark II. Ironic, it's like good design shares elements. And then this one's pretty cool. If you have a tight space, say in an underslung area, this one is like almost like an old school keyring pull, but instead they're using it's actually like a shoelace, but it's kind of like paracord. That one's pretty neat. How's the seal? Wow, that's actually really good. There's so much hardware in this, it's crazy, which means that it's built sturdy, it's very solid. I like it a lot. I'm trying to read what the back says. On the back, it just says out of darts. And then I assume this T is for Tarek, which is a designer who works with Luke very, very frequently. Tarek does a lot of really cool stuff in the hobby. And so while they might look like Jolts, they certainly perform a lot better and do way more cool stuff. The Shotgun Blast is definitely my favorite. That said, they're not priced like Jolts. They all start at about $20 for the mountable ones, and whichever options or colors or what have you tack on, you're gonna get more and more expensive from there. However, they're really, really cool. They're very dynamic, and I think the sheer factorial array of different ways you can configure them will let you do some really, really gnarly stuff with them. Like you could get very clever, very cool with these very quickly. So in the spirit of that, you might have noticed I've been juggling them as we go through the video. I have 4. I have 4 because I can only think of one thing so ridiculous to do with this many cool different options and configurations. And I'm gonna show it to you. It's something that I've been really excited to try out since we developed a product, and I figured a lot of Luke and I's stuff is designed to work and play nicely together. So why not get like absolutely old school ridiculous with it? Secret Agent. This isn't a joke, guys. I mean, it is a joke, but it's a really funny joke. I'm so excited. Oh wow, you gotta be real careful. You gotta prime these bad boys individually. You cannot brace off of the quad rail. So this is the quad rail that we sell on my web store for the Mark II. Obviously, the Proud Papas are from Luke. I have configured them in such a way that I can actuate them all secret agent style. But now, instead of being a single shot Mark II pistol with quick reload action, that twing is because I'm testing springs in this Mark II right now. It also has the ability to deliver shotgun blasts and sniper shots. And in the event that the special zombie can only be taken down by rival ammo, you just, oh gosh. For the record, that only works because this pull has nothing attached to it. You gotta be real careful. I primed it before I put it on, but it doesn't get in the way. As long as you hold the blaster like this, it's... Make sure that you pick up the safety delete if you're gonna do this, because it's harder to get at the safety this way. But like, oh, what a blaster we have wrought. This is kind of like, it's a fun review. I'm not gonna review these for performance. Luke has a great video with plenty of gorgeous B-roll over on his channel. I'll link to it in the description box below, along with where you can pick up your own little rocket / Proud Papa. There's a lot of different flavors of these. The color configurations are almost endless. Luke has exclusive Talon magazines over there in colors that I think are just awesome right now. He's got a lot of really cool stuff that you could spend some of your holiday cash on. But if you want this configuration, you're also gonna have to throw me a couple bones over at foamproshop.com. This is what I wanted to do with this blaster though. I just couldn't resist how hilarious this looked. I thought that it would be like so much fun. And I wanted the opportunity to congratulate Luke on his very exciting familial developments. And I also wanted to kind of bring more attention to this product. As Hasbro spent the year trying to figure out how they could make Jolts cheaper, the hobbies figured out how to make Jolts better. And obviously, I lean towards one end of the spectrum and stay as far away from the other as I possibly can. This is really, really cool. I've almost tripled the weight. All right, so to sign off, and thank you guys so much for keeping up with a video every day in December, but to sign off on this one, I just gotta know. I gotta know. Adding this much to it, can we still... Oh. All right, is it worth it? Is it worth trying? It's only $100 and stuff attached to an $80 pistol. I'm taking it. It still spins. Excellent. All right, much love. Blast on, Drac out.